Hey you all, it's Amber from the Ostomy Diaries. I am finally recording part 2 of my ostomy diet videos. I previously recorded ostomy diet the first 4 to 6 weeks after surgery. Now I'm going to dive in and talk to you all about the things that I've started to introduce back into my diet once that healing process after my operation was over. Let's get started. By saying that everyone's situation is different. I had my entire colon removed and I have Crohn's disease. So some people might have different diet modifications based on what their chronic illness is, based on how much of their intestines they had removed. But for me, I have an ileostomy bag and Crohn's disease.
Also, if you are experiencing a medical emergency, call your doctor.
I err on the side of caution with my diet. I know there's other ostomates out there that risk it with some stuff and they do totally fine with that, and that's awesome. But there are a few things that even 2.5 years out, I still do not go near. The main things that I still don't eat are roughage and seed. Now, I don't eat any kind of seed, whether it be sunflower seed or corn. Even if it's cooked, I don't eat corn or popcorn. I don't eat roughage as far as salads or spinach dip goes, things like that. That doesn't digest well with me, and I don't want to risk getting a blockage. One thing that I did start to reintroduce once I felt like my body had healed after my operation was corn-based products. So I was super strict right after my surgery. I didn't eat corn chips. I didn't really eat many chips at all, but especially tortilla chips. I didn't eat those right after surgery, and I do eat those now. I just make sure to chew those up really well. Chewing is key for your diet, whether you're just a couple weeks out of surgery or a couple years. I always make sure to chew my food really well. If I feel like I'm done chewing, I chew for a few more seconds before I swallow it. I mentioned in my previous ostomy diet video about how I ate a bean burrito right before bed. You can't have something that causes gas and then immediately go to bed, or your bag will fill up with air during the night and it could cause a leak. However, I do have refried beans sometimes now. I am still very careful with beans with a hole on them. I make sure to chew really well, and that is a very rare occurrence to me. I don't typically eat beans, but I will have a bean burrito or something like that occasionally. Vegetables was the next thing that I started to reintroduce to my diet. I got so sick of eating carbs, and I know that sounds crazy because so many people love carbs, and I still love eating bread and pasta and potatoes and things like that that are easy to digest. I have a Debbie cake probably almost every day. I'm the epitome of health over here. But I was starting to miss my vegetables, and I was so worried about causing a blockage. But I have found that, again, chewing is key. I know there's other ostomates out there that eat salads and raw vegetables. I don't eat those. I'm still a little nervous. Like I said, I err on the side of caution. One thing that I've had great success with is green beans. I never would have thought that green beans would have digested so well. I never see them in my output that comes out of my ostomy bag. I've never had any pain from those. Another vegetable that I eat a lot is carrots. I just make sure that they're cooked really well. The next thing I started to introduce was meats. I was very strict about eating lean meats and meats that weren't fried and stuff right after surgery because those oils kind of made my output a little weird, and my doctor recommended that I did more lean meat. But now I pretty much just go for it. Again, the epitome of health. I have ground beef, I've eaten pork products, bacon, sausage, things like that. So if those foods don't irritate your digestive system due to another chronic illness, as far as having the ileostomy bag, I've done well with those. I chew on my food really well. So fried meats, fried chicken, bacon, things like that. They digest well, they haven't caused any issues for me, and I've been fine eating those. I will say for the meats that have nitrates in them, if I am going to eat something like that, like a hot dog, which is not very good for you, I get the Nathan's skinless hot dogs, and I feel like those digest better for me. I've eaten hot dogs and the little smokies that have the casing on them, and I've experienced some stomach pain. I was actually scared that I was getting a blockage after a 4th of July cookout that I went to and ate a hot dog that had the casing on it. So just to be on the safe side, I get the hot dogs that are skinless. So any kind of processed meat like that, if you're willing to put the nitrates in your body and all that bad fat, then I would recommend, as far as the ostomy goes, to get the skinless ones, and it will digest better, less chance of risking it for a blockage. I hope this gave you some ideas of things to start reintroducing after your body's healed after your operation and getting your ostomy bag. I am so thankful to be healthy enough to eat foods that I enjoy now with my ostomy bag. And if you're a newbie ostomate or a potential future ostomate, I hope this encourages you to, consider surgery if you're afraid of it, because I was so sick before my operation, and for me, in my situation at least, it has helped me be able to eat and enjoy food again and get my weight back up. So I hope this helped give you some ideas. If you have any questions about other foods, leave them in the comments below. Find me on social media at Ostomy Diaries, and check out my website, ostomydiaries.com. You can message me on there through the contact page. I would love to hear from you guys and hear your questions. I'll see you all in my next video. Bye.